All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're tackling one of the biggest questions out there for small and medium-sized businesses. How do you actually make a smart investment in AI without, just throwing money away? We're going to break down exactly how you can maximize that return. For so many business owners, this is really the bottom line, isn't it? You hear all these incredible promises about what artificial intelligence can do, but you're also worried about the cost and if it's actually going to deliver. Is it the solution you've been waiting for? Or is it just going to be another money pit? And that quote right there, that's exactly what we're here to do. The whole goal of this explainer is to give you a really clear, practical way to separate what's real, the real-world value of AI, from all the noise and the marketing hype that's everywhere. Okay, so let's get into it. The very first challenge for any business leader is just cutting through all that noise. How do you even begin to navigate the super crowded and, let's be honest, often confusing world of AI? It feels like every single day there's a new AI tool promising to completely revolutionize your business, right? The sales pitches are slick. They're all talking about these groundbreaking efficiencies and amazing insights. But the key is not to get swept up in the hype. It's to ground every single decision in a clear, rational framework. So how do you build that framework? Well, it all starts with probably the most powerful tool you have for making any smart investment decision, the good old ROI calculator. To put it simply, an ROI calculator is your guide. It's a structured way to figure out if a potential AI investment is actually going to make you money or save you money. It moves the whole conversation from, wow, this sounds really cool, to, okay, this actually makes financial sense for us. And this isn't about guesswork, it's a real calculation with 6 key inputs. As you can see, you start with the hard costs, right? The initial investment. Then you estimate your savings and any potential new revenue. From there, you set a realistic time frame and, this is super important, you factor in the potential risks. And it all boils down to this really simple but powerful formula. You take your net benefits, that's your savings, plus any new revenue, subtract what you paid for it, and then divide that result by the same initial cost. That percentage, that's your return on investment. It's the one number that tells you the real story. Okay, so that's the theory. But let's look at how this stuff actually works out in the real world. We've got a few really powerful examples from businesses that put this exact thinking into practice and saw some pretty incredible results. So take this e-commerce platform. Before AI, they were just getting hammered by high customer service costs and slow response times. By bringing in AI chatbots, they didn't just cut their costs by a massive 30%, they actually increased their sales by 25%. Why? Because customers were getting the help they needed instantly. Or check out this manufacturing SMB. Unexpected machine downtime was just killing their productivity and their budget. By using AI for what's called predictive maintenance, they cut that downtime by 20%, saving a cool $100,000 a year. That gave them a 35% ROI in the very first year. And it's not just retail or manufacturing. A small healthcare provider used AI to manage records and scheduling. What happened? Well, it freed up their completely overwhelmed admin staff so they could focus on patients. This led to a 15% increase in patient throughput and a 20% annual saving on costs. It was a win for the business and a win for the patients. And this one is a fantastic example of just how powerful targeted automation can be. An HR firm used AI to help screen candidates, and it cut their hiring process from weeks down to just days. The result? A staggering 45% return on their investment in only 6 months. Seeing these results all side by side just makes the impact crystal clear. It doesn't matter if it's boosting sales in retail or slashing hiring costs in HR, the right AI investment delivers tangible, measurable wins across completely different industries. Of course, a smart AI strategy is about more than just the financial return. It's also about doing things the right way, responsibly. And that brings us to the really crucial topic of compliance. So as you move forward, you've got to keep these 3 key areas on your radar. First, ethical AI governance. This just means making sure your AI tools are fair and they don't introduce bias. Second, data privacy. You have to handle customer data according to the rules, like GDPR. And third, security. Your AI systems need to be protected. Getting this stuff right isn't just about avoiding fines. It's absolutely fundamental to building trust with your customers. So after all that, what's the big takeaway? What can you do, right now, to get started on your own AI journey? Okay, here's a super clear 4-step action plan to go from just learning about this to actually doing something. Start by building your own simple ROI calculator. Then look at what's worked for other people in your industry. And don't be afraid to talk to experts who can help you out. And finally, always keep an eye on those compliance rules. And that's the final thought I really want to leave you with. Look, this isn't just some theoretical exercise. Your competitors are very likely already making these exact calculations and strategic investments. The real question is, what's your AI story going to be? Because the smart, calculated moves you make today are absolutely going to define your success tomorrow.